part of our K-5 literacy model, all of our elementary schools in York County launched Writers Workshop in September. This evening, students and staff of Coventry Elementary School will share the Writers Workshop process from generating ideas to final publishing. They will also share a new club that has started as a result of implementing Writers Workshop at the school. Mrs. Paula Sasson, principal, will now introduce tonight's presenters. Ms. Sasson.
Thank you, Dr. Shandor, and good evening, Mrs. Haywood and members of the board, parents, students, and fellow educators. The intent of writing instruction is that students will understand that writing is used for a variety of purposes, including sharing events and telling stories, informing others and making reports, labeling and making lists, persuading others with specific examples and reasons, and responding to literature. Writing is not merely a finished product. It is a process including pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, and publishing. It is our goal as educators to ensure that our students are proficient in all steps of the writing process. And this evening, Ms. McNulty and several of her students are going to share with you how this all works. Ms. McNulty is one of our instructional trainers at Coventry Elementary School and is a role model in the area of writing for other teachers. She provides support and coaching to others as all of our teachers have begun implementing Writers Workshop in their classrooms this school year. Ms. McNulty has also attended the Eastern Virginia Writing Conference at William & Mary. Additionally, she has presented on peer editing and writing feedback to the Newport News Reading Council and the York County School Division. Let me present to you Ms. McNulty and several of our Coventry Elementary students.
First of all, I want to say thank you for allowing our students to share with you their writer's workshop and their writing process experiences. I'm very proud of what York County has given our students in this new literacy model. The experiences our students are gaining from writing about what is important to them and what they know about is creating incredible connections to their reading. The ownership we're giving our students in their daily writing will create higher level thinkers and truly set the foundations for global citizens ready to participate thoughtfully in their community. Before I introduce my first friend, I do want you to know that the words they say are their own words. They have an amazing understanding of what the writing process is. So my first friend is Evan Shipman. Okay, Evan, can you please tell our friends about how we start the writing process? In particular, what is a jot list?
It's a list that has ideas that you can use, and you can use your for your next writing, ideas you can choose from to write about.
So wow, you mean you get to choose what you want to write about? Well, what kinds of things do you put on your jot list?
You can put stuff that you are good at, or stuff that you are new at, or you could write about something that is interesting. You could even put someone's name on your jot list, like from history.
So you've got a jot list in your folder. Now, how do you pick what to do your pre-write or your newest draft on?
Usually I find the most interesting one on my list. Right now I am writing how to find a good hiding spot while playing hide and seek. We're writing informational explanatory papers now.
Thank you, Evan. Okay, so students get to choose their writing, but the writing they choose occurs in the genre that we're teaching. Like Evan said, he's doing an explanatory and an informational piece, but it's about finding a good hiding spot when you play hide and seek. This connection to their writing allows teachers to better understand the student's thought process and the student's understanding of our instructional objectives. With traditional writing prompts, student writing may suffer from their lack of understanding or their engagement in the writing. Freedom of choice gives teachers the better ability to see when our students get it and where they are challenged. Thank you, Evan. All right, next I would like to introduce you to Camden Fowler. Camden, tell me, what happens after you finish your draft?
You rainbow edit. We box letters that should be capitalized in green. We circle punctuation in red, and we put words we think are misspelled in yellow highlighter because it's a flashlight to put on words so we remember to go back to it and try to find the right way to spell it.
So wait a minute, you're telling me you take responsibility to read your paper and look for mistakes before me?
Yes, it's also to make sure it makes sense.
Okay, so then what happens next in the writing process?
After you rainbow edit, you go to a peer editor. A peer editor reads the paper and checks spelling, capitalization, and punctuation. So now 2 people have read the paper.
Camden is a member of our peer editing team. This team of 6 students gives the author the chance to hear someone else read their work before they meet with me for revision. By having students work together, it also gives me the chance to meet with each of our authors one-on-one to give them that differentiated instruction they need to become better writers. Camden, what's next in the writing process?
We publish. This is when you do your final copy. At the end of the quarter, you pick the one you want to be graded. That one you can make an iMovie with, publish a book, maybe a graphic novel, or even a poster, and we read them to our class.
Thank you so much, Camden. And a side note, Mrs. Kershke has been to one of our publishing weeks, and you can see from our pictures, publishing can be messy. Well, since we have fully implemented the Writers' Workshop in our school, we've noticed a sincere joy from students in their writing. Ms. Sasson was fabulous enough to allow us to create a Young Authors Club at Coventry. When we sent the application home, we had hoped for at least 50 students to show some interest. Instead, we had more than 120 applications and had to limit, unfortunately, to 5 from grade levels 2 through 5. Tonight, I have Tessa Holbrook and Samir Amira. Tessa is in 5th grade. Samir is in 2nd. Samir, would you come up, please? Tell us, why did you join our club and what do you do?
At first, I thought I wouldn't be good at writing, but my mom said it would be fun, so I came. I'm writing a funny book about the school where no one cares about the kids, and they keep doing whatever they want. Like they stuck crayons in the toilet, and it started to explode. It's fun to write funny stories.
Okay, thank you, Samir, very much. Now, let me explain. Samir is actually writing some continuing antics from a book he has read, but this demonstrates to our kiddos a genuine connection of writing and reading in our literacy model. Tessa, can you share with us next?
I never really liked writing, but when the school changed how we write, I started to enjoy it more. It really inspired me. It made me happy that I could choose what I write about. Now I want to be an author when I grow up. It's so much fun choosing my own writing. I also like to write about things that I would never normally write about. Going to the Young Authors Club is what I look forward to. That and Battle of the Books. To show you more of what we're doing in class and in the club, we'd like to invite you to our Writers' Workshop, What Authors Do event on January 31st, 2017 at 6:30 p.m. We'll have a table of our club's writing, and our classrooms will be open to show our writing toolboxes.
Thank you so much, Tessa, and thank you to the rest of our students for coming tonight. We are so proud of what they're accomplishing, and it's only getting better with writing at Coventry Elementary School. Do you have any questions for our kiddos and our team tonight?
No questions, but fantastic presentation. I mean, really, they're truly enjoying it, and that's the important thing.
I have visited Mrs. McNulty's classroom, and the students get down to business and have fun, and it's incredible to actually watch and see this in person. I'm very impressed. You had more than 100 requests to join that club.
We sure did. And I have to admit, I went begging if we could just add a couple more kids, but unfortunately, the numbers just don't add up. But maybe next year, now that we know, we'll be better prepared.
Well, that definitely tells us that the students at Coventry Elementary School enjoy writing. That's wonderful. Thank you.